Holy crap, you have a lot of peanuts.
Yes, I have many peanuts. Do you like my peanuts?
I don't know, they might be just a little bit too salty.
You think my peanuts are too salty?
Yes, they are too salty, not saucy.
I think you meant saucy. I think you meant saucy.
No, you've got to have salted nuts. They aren't good without salt.
There it is. I found it.
Ah.
It's over here.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the fish.
Yes, I found a fish.
It feels like we've started an episode at some point. With all the stuff we've been saying.
Yeah. I've just been trying to figure stuff out. Hey, we can start if you want, but I think...
I'd rather have progress. We gotta hold the retention value. We gotta show people what to do.
Welcome back to Rogues.
What to do.
Alright, I'm pulling the microphone back over here.
Waddle.
Hello, everybody, welcome back.
What to do.
Yes, we're
Oh, did you finally find the thing?
Yeah, I found the pad.
Is it that blue thing?
Not that.
Oh, okay. Don't hit the ground.
I gotta get to the other
The
side.
ground is Arctic lava.
Yes. Oh, no, don't land on that. Don't land on that. Okay.
It freaking still blows my mind that, like, the dry ice is, like, so cold it burns you. Just, I can't wrap my name around the adjectives.
You can't wrap your name around
yes,
that?
my name around the adjectives. What is wrong with me today? Do it. There.
Yeah! Okay, cool.
Get in there.
Nice.
Claim your prize.
Woohoo! Look at all the nanners! And I got a blueprint, too.
Steal his hair.
Take that.
Just rip out
Yeah.
those 3 prongs of hair that he has. One by one.
Wow.
It feels like whenever they're carrying a blueprint, they have, like, more health than the other ones. That, like,
I think they do have more health whenever they're carrying a blueprint.
because whenever they, like, go, like, bleach white, they just, like, they can't take living anymore.
Okay, so, let's see. Tiny definitely needs to come back here.
Yes, but don't we need to visit Cranky?
Yeah, we need to visit Cranky. Which I don't know why I didn't get that balloon while she was back here, but...
Yeah, why didn't you do that with your
It's,
little tiny feather gun? That
I
probably
just-
wouldn't have...
okay, Tiny doesn't have to come to the pad.
No, she can use the tiny barrel.
Yeah, she can use the Tiny. So, Diddy was the only one that needed to get in there to
Yeah.
get the blueprint and the bananas.
Wasn't there one like that for Chunky that we needed to do too?
Yeah, we got that one already.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. Now, we did open up that...
Whoa.
We did open up that igloo with the barrel in it, so we gotta go back and check that out at some point.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we have...
Progress!
We have objectives.
Progress!
Objectivo.
Ow! I got hurt.
So it happens whenever
That's objective number 1 is to get hurt.
you write down a to-do list, but you do it on the TV.
Yes, exactly.
Your objectivo.
Objectivo. Yes. Let's invent the objectivo.
Is TiVo even a thing anymore?
I think they're still around, actually.
Huh.
Which would surprise me. I don't know. I think they are as something else.
Like they got like bought out by something?
I guess. I don't know. But I do know.
Where you were just facing the barrel. There you go.
I know. I was thinking about. I was actually thinking about the.
You having second thoughts
No, not that.
about becoming 1 inch nothing?
Lord Nothington.
Oh, we're revisiting that character.
Yeah. Well, he delivered to us a small amount of nothingness in
that's
this
right.
form of that barrel. I mean, Lord Nothington.
I kind of want to do that to somebody now, like just like make like a fake address. And,
I forgot
and
to
name.
I forgot to go see Cranky again.
Oh.
Okay, it's fine. I'll
Like-
go back and see him now. I'm gonna go
How
back
much
and
of
see
a
him now.
jerk thing would that be to like send a package to somebody and say it's like from Lord Nothington, and then just mail people empty boxes?
That's your entire, like, that's all you do. Your name is Lord Nothington. So whenever you receive a package from Lord Nothington, just know that you didn't get any kind of gift. And if you,
Whoa.
what the fuck was that?
That was trippy. You were like split in half. Like
That was weird.
like
But
they were
anyway,
going to take the half of your body that's missing and replace it with a cyborg.
Cyborg Tiny.
Yes.
That sounds awesome, actually. Let's make that a thing.
Just like, you gotta give her like one of those like sonic woo 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 cannons that your like arm can turn into.
Which way? There you are, Cranky. We're gonna come and see you.
Can we jump up there?
Whee!
Oh, okay. I guess we have to go this way because Lanky's the only one that can run up that other hill.
Wait a minute, what? Ow!
Well, there was a hill by Cranky's that like you could run up to the side.
Damn,
on the right side.
fuck!
Where we just were. Like back across the river.
Oh, is there like a big hill of stuff there?
Well, there was like a hill that we ran up earlier, but like.
Oh, that was with Lanky.
Yeah, because
okay.
he's able to do that handstand thingy.
Yeah, that's right. So we need Lanky to get up there, and then we gotta switch back.
Dang it!
Balls.
Well, I mean, there's a switcheroo barrel.
Well, there's actually a lot of switch barrels around here, so it's not that big of a deal to switch.
We were going to talk about something.
I don't know. All that I know is that we
got sidetracked at some point.
We got sidetracked by Lord Nothington. We also got sidetracked by the Cyborg Tiny.
Oh, that's right.
Cyborg Tiny is
that would look cool.
Cyborg Tiny's out.
Like she would have to have one of those giant crazy eyes like K.Rool has in this game.
Yeah, she's out to conquer the world, man. She needs to
get revenge on the glitch that caused her to lose half of her body.
Exactly. That's exactly.
I've got another potion. You want it? Go and get it. He just like chunks it out of the window.
What if Cranky Kong is the one that turned her into a cyborg?
He totally has the technology. I'm really proud of this Cyborg Tiny. If you stand on this pad, you'll get a laser.
He's just constantly upgrading her.
I'm not letting you have another laser arm until you figure out how to use the fast one.
He's just a mad scientist. He's just coming out with all these shenanigans. He's like he's creating screaming balloons. He's creating all these wacky potions that give us superpowers.
I love how he has like the little like electric thing on his house too. Like it totally feels like that crackpot inventor type.
Yeah. I love it. Right, which way was it? No, it wasn't that way. So now we got the ability that we needed. So now we can actually use the damn pad.
Oh, now I remember what we were going to talk about. Like you were telling me that like officially, unofficially that like Final Fantasy 14's like past World of Warcraft and like subs or something.
So we were talking about MMOs, and it's actually like there's a big story out there about how this popular legacy server, I forget what it's called, got shut down. And a lot of people are upset about it because for free they were pretty much supplying like vanilla World of Warcraft. And a lot of these people who were playing on that server are people who have not been subscribed to World of Warcraft for flipping years. And it got me curious. Like I started looking up the subscription numbers for stuff. What is this? Oh! Cool. Oh, okay, it's a teleporter. Nice. We got more nanners and we got a golden nanner. Nice. So it got me curious to find out what the subscription numbers are for World of Warcraft. I've never played World of Warcraft, but I was still curious, but decided to check it out, and as it turns out, World of Warcraft is on one heck of a steady decline. I think at their high point they were at like 12 to 13 million active subscribers. Right now they're at 5.5 million, I think.
Yeah. Well, like here's the thing, because like I played World of Warcraft religiously whenever it first came out. Like I played back in like the Vanilla's beta when they were just testing it. And I had over a year of played time.
Yeah, you had over 8,000 hours put into that.
Like, I lived on that game for a while, but after Wrath of the Lich King, there was just nothing else in it for me because the main villain of the series was dead.
Yeah.
Arthas was the only like real character that like I cared about. Like it's just like I have to beat him.
Yeah, for me, like my MMOs of choice have always been the Final Fantasy, so 11 and 14.
Because I played 14 A Realm Reborn when they like reworked everything.
Yeah, and that was like the re-release.
I really liked the changes that they made to it.
Oh yeah, 1.0 was pretty much a garbage game.
But it was just like with World of Warcraft, all the expansions after Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mist of Pandaria, and then the other two that have come out, like it's just like the plot of them just isn't interesting anymore because they're trying to come up with new stuff, but it's just like they're having to write a new villain and a new plot and everything without anything that ties it over. But most MMOs have something that anchors it to like something else.
Yeah, I mean, in that whole story that because you mentioned Final Fantasy 14 overtaking World of Warcraft, which is actually true. Because subscription numbers wise, World of Warcraft I think is currently sitting at 5.5 million. I think Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn is currently sitting on 7 million active subscribers, which means Final Fantasy 14 has now overtaken the fucking king of MMOs. But that's I think that's only because World of Warcraft has been on a constant decline, and it's actually quite sad to see that happening. But at the same time, the fan in me is just like, yes, my MMO is now the king of MMOs.
I mean, it was bound to happen after a certain point in time, but I mean, a while ago, I mean, I loved MMOs whenever like they were still like fairly new. Like I remember when RuneScape first came out, and that was my first like introduction into like the MMO scene.
Yeah, my first introduction into the MMO scene was actually Maple Story.
Maple Story?
Maple Story was my first MMO that I ever played. Like, you know, it's a free-to-play MMO. So I actually got decently invested into that game. I like bought from the cash shop and stuff. But that, like, I played that game a lot when I was a kid. I think I want to say I invested about 150 hours into that one. But my first MMO that I like truly got really invested in was Final Fantasy 11. That was like the one that I got really invested in. To this day, that's my most played game, with 3,000 hours clocked.
It's just like whenever they first came out, it was just like not only being able to play with your friends in this like huge world and getting to do all sorts of fun stuff.
What was that?
It was like, for me, it was just like an economical kind of investment, because like instead of paying like $60 for this new game, I could just pay $15 a month and play this game that technically like never ends, and I get to hang out with my friends while doing it.
Yeah, and right now, a lot of people are saying that the subscription-based MMO is kind of on its way out. I actually disagree. I think there's actually a market for both free-to-plays and the pay-to-play services, because I personally, like, as strange as this may sound to some people, I actually prefer the pay-to-play model for subscription-based MMOs, because for me, like, a perfect example, Final Fantasy 14, $13 a month that I pay to play for that. I pay to play that game, and you get content patches all the time. They release new content all the time, and you don't have to pay for it. It's all included in the subscription fee. Whereas if you're paying, like, if you're playing a free to play, a lot of the stuff you're eventually gonna have to pay for. And it's like,
well, in my opinion, like I like the way that like Dota 2 makes their money, is that like the base game is free. Everything that you pay for is purely cosmetic. That is it. It doesn't change the balance or anything else of the game, and I really like that model. But I also know, you know, businesses have to make money too.
Yeah,
but
if those servers are not going to keep themselves up.
Yeah, but I don't like a system where like you would pay for stuff that would make you stronger than another person that doesn't have the.
Oh god, I can't stand that. I cannot stand that kind of content, and that content runs rapid a lot. I hear stories all the time of like these kids who got access to their parents' like credit card numbers, and in less than a day they would spend like $10,000 on in-game content on a free-to-play game. I'm like, oh my god, how could these companies let this happen? It's like, I know they gotta make money and everything, but it's not the
It's not the company's fault at that point. That's the kid's fault and the parents for...
Right, but that's something that's bound to happen with a model like that. You know?
Yeah, but it's just, people want to be at, like, full capacity or strength when they're playing a game, and, like, I'm okay with farming as long as it's not, like, ridiculous. Like, I was playing a game called Warframe, and everything in the game you can, like, pretty much farm. But, like, the crafting time in there after you farm everything is, like, it takes 3 days to craft the pieces, and then after you craft all the pieces, it takes another 7 days to assemble them all into, like, your final, like, piece of armor. And it's just, it's horribly agonizing. This is like real world time. Like, you have to wait 7 days, you have to wait an entire week before you can play that thing that you were saving up for. And it's just, I don't like it, but then you can pay, like, money to get platinum so you can rush, like, the production on stuff, and it's just like...
Yeah. I don't like that. No, I'm not paying you money to speed up the process when I can just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's...
I don't like it whenever it's used in that fashion, but it's just... I know a lot of people, like, they're willing to pay that money to do that, but I'd rather...
Didn't we open this?
I thought we did.
Oh, the rock has to stay on it. Because we respawned and the rock got off the switch. So now we gotta go back and put it back on. Okay. Damn it. I don't remember where that was.
But yeah, overall, like, I see the pay to play and also the free to play with, like, microtransactions. I can see how each one works, but it's still up to, people to be responsible with it.
Yeah, that's the key. You gotta be responsible with it, but... Yeah, I mean, as sad as it is for a lot of people to see World of Warcraft on its way down, it kind of, like, as a Final Fantasy XIV player, I'm like, yeah, my MMO is now the #1 subscription base.
Well, I mean, like, what was it? I think Star Wars Galaxies was, like, a huge one before, I think World of Warcraft was even an idea.
Which one?
Star Wars Galaxies. Not
the
Old Republic. No, the one before that one.
Okay, there was another Star Wars MMO?
Yeah, that one was big too, and it was very open. But, like, one of the things that, like, a lot of people got pissed off with at that game, it was like, it was extremely difficult to become a Jedi in that game. Reasonably so, because becoming a Jedi is, freaking hard, because you have to figure out how to use the Force and wield a lightsaber without chopping off your own arms, etc., etc. But, like, you have to do this huge quest line, and it was extremely hard. But whenever you saw somebody playing a Jedi in that game, you were just like, that man is a badass. Because they managed to do all of this stuff so they could be able to play that class.
Yeah, there's a sense of something like that in every MMO,
you get a sense of achievement when you accomplish that. But then they released an update to where you could just pick it from the start. And then the people that went through that process of earning that class were pissed, and I would be too.
Like, you know what? That's something that I see happen all the time. Like in Final Fantasy XIV, it happens too. Like in Final Fantasy XIV, there was the relic weapons. Which was a big deal. The relic weapons are essentially, like, pretty much one of the most powerful weapons that your class can have. And it was a pain in the ass to get it. Damn it. It was a pain in the ass to get it because it was such a huge fucking grind.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember.
Yeah, and I remember the trouble that a lot of people had to go through to get their relic weapons. And if you saw, like, during the vanilla game, if you saw someone with a relic weapon, fully functional and fully realized, they were a badass because they had to go through a lot of work to get that weapon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, not again. I'm trying to figure out if that switch is activated or not.
Yeah, because we need to know where that is so we can get Lanky up there.
Yeah, because if Lanky can get those bananas, that should be enough to get us to the boss.
Nice.
So, but later on, they nerfed it. They nerfed the relic, so now the relic is stupid easy to get. But I think it's because more powerful weapons were coming out that completely made the relic weapon completely pointless. So what they ended up doing was, after Heavensward, they released a new relic. And
one thing I will say that I really want to tip my hat to World of Warcraft was the transmogrification system, where you can make one piece of armor look like another piece of armor.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy XIV has that.
Because sometimes, because whenever you create like a set of armor aesthetically looking, everybody's going to have different opinions on it because everybody has different tastes in art. So
yeah, exactly. Final Fantasy XIV has that too. It has what's called the glamour system, and the way the glamour system works is you need to get like you can have any armor piece you want look like any other armor piece that you want.
Yeah.
And you do it by glamoring the gear.
Yep.
And what you do is, if you have like the gear that you want it to look like, you have to have it in your inventory first.
Yep.
And then you'll get a glamour prism crystal, and you use the glamour prism crystal to kind of cast a spell on the gear that you want to change the appearance of.
Yeah, World of Warcraft, I think, was the first one to incorporate a system like that, and now it's just become like an MMO standard. And is
that what?
It's just waiting to detonate. If I wait long enough, he will eventually come. That will be my moment to strike. But no, the like being able to do that just it really gives you like
it is activated
the full creative ability to make your character look exactly how you want them to. And I really respect that because because I played Paladin, and as people that played World of Warcraft know, Paladins had a lot of shitty armor sets whenever it came to aesthetics.
Yeah, it actually, man, I play the ninja class on 14. It has the same damn problem. The gear, most of the gear for ninja looks like, it doesn't look bad, but it looks just so not unique. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna give the editor a little bit of homework. Put up a picture of Bananadin and Pally Ranger. You will find these pictures, and go ahead and put up an example of each. Those were some of the armor sets that the Paladins had to live with as the top tier. One of them, you literally look like you have like kind of like bananas on your shoulders.
That's ridiculous.
And then the other one, you look like a Crystal Power Ranger.
Oh god.
Yeah, that is why after putting up with that for such a long time, whenever I heard of the transmog system, I was like, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that.
And so whenever the transmog system came out, I took out my old Bananadin armor and made my new armor look like that because everybody was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, editor, while you're at that, throw up a picture of the new Heavensward ninja armor. It looks so fucking standard. It doesn't really look all that unique at all. It's like, think of any ninja armor that you could possibly think of, that's what it looks like. It's like so not unique, you know what I mean?
I was just like generic ninja.
It's like generic ninja armor. Like, it looks cool. It doesn't look bad. It's just not like, compared to a lot of the other armor sets, it just doesn't look that great.
It just doesn't have that, Shazam to it.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't look as cool to me. What I ended up doing was I found one particular like armor set that I thought really looked cool, but the stats just weren't what I wanted, and I just glamored it to my good armor, and now I have the look I like. Nice. So I think I have a picture of my character. Editor, throw him up if you have it. Yeah.
And editor, while you're at it, we're gonna have to say goodbye, everybody, and see y'all next time on Rogues and Roleplayers.
Yeah, next time on Rogues and Roleplayers, I'll actually get us to the damn boss room.
Yeah. So next time we're gonna go in and fight the boss.
Yeah, we'll fight the boss next time on Rogues and Roleplayers. I'm gonna do some.
Do we know who the boss is, or
I think I have an idea.
Did you just kill that beaver with your butt?
Yes, I killed the beaver with my butt. I do that a lot. I am the professor of beaver studies, after all.
Nobody messes with McBeaverton.
Exactly. Don't mess with me. All right, next time on Rogues and Roleplayers, I'm gonna make sure that I have enough bananas to get us into the boss room. We're gonna fight as a boss.
Yeah.